to my table where I see a familiar face. I don't know if it's a familiar face for you, but I'm joined again by Ray Pointer. You are the founder and chair of New MR.
That's right.
Which is actually an online content platform, I should say, with great webinars, articles, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's a self-promotion platform.
Exactly, there you go. But you also do great work in scoping this industry. We saw you earlier today talking about the top line results of the GMR. And another thing you know a lot about is the Global Pricing Study.
That's right.
What does that study?
Okay, so every 2 years we send out bids to the whole research industry because we're trying to find out what does research cost. So people who are selling research want to know, people who are buying research want to know, am I charging too much, too little? If I want to do a project in Myanmar and I want to do a project in Tokyo, how do the prices compare? So we're trying to find out what does research cost, and then we look at how that changes over time. So we do this study every 2 years.
And you just did another one. What
That's right.
is the top line result there?
The top line result was so shocking that we revisited all the research because maybe it was a mistake.
Now you make me curious.
And it wasn't a mistake. The price of most market research is falling across the world.
Oh, really? And what does that mean?
Well, hopefully it means that the cost of research is going down and that the profits are staying the same. Now we know from the Global Market Research Report study that the
revenues go up, right?
The revenue is going up. So the revenue is going up, the price is going down, the amount of work that we're doing is going up quite a lot.
So yeah, I guess that could be the only logical conclusion, right?
That's right.
That's not what you research, what's happening to cost.
I mean, well, that we do know, and we also know that things like automation are one of the reasons why the cost is going down. We have to separate out the cost and the price. The price is what we charge people, the cost is what it costs us to do that. And so we're hoping that the costs are going to keep going down and the prices will also go down.
And are there any significant changes either regionally or in types of works where you see different fluctuations in the pricing?
Yes, I mean
or is it just going down all across the line?
No. The more complicated a job is, the less likely the price is to go down. Telephone work holds its price a little bit better than online research. So really simple data presentations, data reports collected from online research, the price of those is coming down the most.
Okay.
B2B research, not so much because it requires, the sample is harder to get, requires more expertise.
And are there any specific regional, I know in the GMR there are very regional differences. Is it the same for the pricing study or not?
There are countries that differ. So Denmark, the prices have gone up a little bit. India, the prices have gone up a little bit. But not by region. By region, the prices are coming down. The world is something like half of all the market research in the world is done by the same large 6 agencies. So when prices come down, they will tend to go down globally and go down regionally.
Now, this show is called Client-Side Research. So if I'm a client-side researcher and I see this happening, how can I use the findings of this study in my daily job?
Well, my good friends in the agencies will probably shoot me, but basically, if you're a client, you say, well, if you're going to give me the same next year as this year, I want to pay less.
Or you give me more.
If you want me to pay the same, give me more.
Exactly.
Those are the two possibles. Either the same for less, or I will pay you the same money, but give me more stuff.
Yeah. Well, and that, I guess, is pushing our agencies to be innovative and drive their costs down.
And it's pushing the agencies to cut their costs. We don't want them to cut their profit.
Exactly.
There's no future in that.
Exactly. Now, tomorrow, 2 o'clock, you do a full session on both the GMR and the pricing study, 10 learnings. Any learnings you want to sneak preview, you want to give us a sneak preview on?
Okay, I think is really the key one is that you've got to learn how to cut your costs because you are going to have to cut your prices. And if you want the profit to be the same, cut the cost. And from there, we can develop more research because as research gets faster, as research gets cheaper, more people will use it to make decision making. So I think it's a really good time, but maybe a little interesting.
Exactly. Well, Ray, thank you very much for giving us the top line results here and good luck on your session tomorrow.
Thank you very much.